Hi guys, Crypto Mark back on the next weekly wallet tracking journey for the KRC20s, which are meme coins on the Kaspa ecosystem. As you can see on the left, these are the tokens in question that we've purchased for around about $10 to $12, there or thereabouts. Most of them back in the turn of the year, December, January, a few more recently. And then we're charting the journey week by week, going across as to what the value are. Some of them have sadly died, which is par for the course. If you've got a big bag of different items, some will do better and outperform, some will underperform, and some sadly, for whatever reason, are no longer performing and have died. So this is where we're at. We've got Wolfie, we're leading mainstay at $87. We did do a 15x in the space of a couple of weeks at one point throughout the course of the year. Which is lovely, but it's one of those, isn't it, where if you could see in the future, you just put everything into that one, but no one knows, no one's got a crystal ball. So this is just an exercise to spread out some really good projects. Excuse me. Spread out some really good projects on the face of it from when I've looked into them and done the little bits of research I've done into them, and just go for it in terms of see where they go and see how it plays out. I'm intending to do this operation with this weekly update review indefinitely, no end date in sight. So I just want to keep pressing on and going through it. What we've got is these are the totals at the bottom. Total costs $280 thereabouts. So we were down significantly at one point. We've crept back up with Wolfie, no doubt. Adding 150 into the mix at one point, and now we are sorry, excuse me, I'm just getting over COVID again. Now we're down a little bit, if we're honest, between last week and this, and again, these meme coins, while they're not directly linked to Kaspa, they are obviously correlated to the Kaspa price. Kaspa price goes down, these go down. The idea being Kaspa price goes up, these go up, and that's like sort of the idea behind it. Same with, Ethereum goes up, Pepe goes up, SHIB goes up, all those sorts of things. Ethereum tanks, they tank. It's kind of, they're linked hand in hand because they've got the pairing system as well. So it is what it is, but it's an exciting, it's something to do journey. It's good. It's exciting, and you get a bit of a buzz when you see one pump loads. But yeah, equally, some things can be short-lived, but it is what it is. But the journey itself, and it gets me more in tune with Kaspa, which I believe is the best crypto that there is. So yeah, it keeps me focused and in tune and on board with everything that's going on with Kaspa. So that's all good. Let's have a look at Kaspa. Down 8.5 cents. Past week had a bit of a tail off. It was up. It was 9-ish. Just, if anything, it's just trending sideways, if we're honest. Basically, as we'll know and we'll address the elephant in the room, smart contracts were supposed to be out on the 31st of August, and that's been pushed back, delayed. No set specified date as yet, but yeah, it's kind of been delayed. If I'm honest with you, from when the crescendo happened and the 10 blocks per second smart contract announcement come very quick on the back of that. If I'm brutally honest, I thought that they wouldn't have been announced that quickly, and I was probably thinking back end of the year, early next year for the smart contracts. By the time they do the build, to get everything tested and all that sort of thing. I don't know whether that was brought forward with the all-season scenario and the bull run possibly ending at some point in similar time frame to what I've just said there, and maybe trying to get the hype involved if they get the smart contracts out earlier, ride the crest of the wave. Do you know what it is? From my point of view, I don't think it matters. If the bull run ended, I don't think it matters a jot that the smart contracts come out beyond that. In my opinion, and this is not financial advice, this is just my opinion. Don't follow anything that I do or take anything as I say as read. Just my opinion, like I say. But in my opinion, Kaspa is the best crypto that there is for all of the reasons that we know about: the speed, scalability, everything that we know about, the trilemma, the whole 9 yards. And you can't hold a good thing back is probably the saying, I would say. So whether or not, yeah, the bull run might end and there might be a bear market for Bitcoin, if there even is, because I think that landscape's changed now with the institutional pension investments and Fidelities, all the big companies, Vanguards, all these people buying into Bitcoin. I'm not sure that you're going to have that massive, I don't think you're going to have that massive tail off, like when it goes down to like 16, 20 grand like it did last time. I don't think I think that landscape for crypto has changed, where they are that in Ethereum and any other ones that get these big contracts where the institutions buy into them. I don't think that happens anymore, if I'm honest with you. Maybe it's a little bit of a pullback, but I just think it just goes from strength to strength. It's like a S&P 500 where it'll just continue to do that kind of upward trajectory. Unless the camera's the wrong way, it might be that. Whichever one's slowly up, I think that's where we go beyond now. People are disillusioned in this country. I'm not going to get political or anything, but people are disillusioned in this country with the government and all the stuff that's going on. People are disillusioned with fiat in general and the fact that it can just be printed out of fresh air. Crypto, I think, everything's gearing up, and I've said this in videos previously. I'm not sure if they were Kaspa related, but just in general, everything's gearing up to funnel people to crypto. It feels like, to me, anyhow. So that's kind of where I'm at. So yeah, I think the smart contract being delayed is not the end of the world. They'll come, they'll be right, they'll work, as we know they will. And yeah, maybe trying to catch that tail end hype of bull markets and things was a good plan. But I don't think it matters significantly if it doesn't. And what will happen beyond that. You know, when Bitcoin was evolving and changing and growing, people might have thought something didn't happen when it was said it was going to happen to the infrastructure. That's the end of it. It's game over, but it wasn't, was it? Because you see what it's doing now. It's doing madness. So not even madness. It's doing what it was intended to do, being what it was intended to be. So I don't think that with that, I don't think you can keep a good thing down, basically, is the bottom line. And for me, Kaspa is the best crypto that there is. And we'll just have a little look at some of the bits and bobs. So we've got the, like I say, 8.5 cents. We'll have a look at some of the KRC20s. I expect that they will have dipped, as has Kaspa. So yeah, Zeal's down to 18, Natural's 14. These were higher last week, but again, correlated when the whole thing comes down 10, 20%, whatever it is, 5%, whatever, then the whole piece comes down. Also, Kaspa's holding up. That was 1.5 not long ago. This is $1 million market cap I'm looking at. It's the same. Again, it's always the same. Stairs at the top. What I did learn about in the top, like kind of 20, what I did learn about the smart contracts is that all of these KRC20s are going to have to be migrated to the smart contracts via a contract address. But I'm not rushing to migrate any of mine. I've got the headache will be finding them all because I've got all sorts of different Kaspa bot wallets, and where I've got some Nacho on. I've got Nacho on Tangem, for example. It'll be a case of having to sit down one day and go through all my wallets, track them all down, write them all down, and then once it's fully established how you move them across to you migrate them over, then I'll just go ahead and do it. There'll be information coming on the Telegram. I've looked at a couple of the Telegram, few of the different groups when we were waiting for smart contracts to come, and people were saying that they're just waiting as well, and the communities were saying that they're waiting for their information on how you do it. So it'll get done. It'll get sorted out. It's not like they're just going to vanish into a black hole overnight. You'll have like a certain amount of time, I would imagine, to shift the stuff across. So yeah, that's fine. That's all good. And then we're open then to swapping on the likes of Zeal when that's up and running, where you can just put $50 of Kaspa onto your wallet, KasWare, whatever, connect it to Zeal's DEX and swap it for Nacho, PBCas, Kaspi, any of the ones you want. The liquidity and everything will be there, and yeah, that's it. Good, be good to go. Just had a little look on here before. I just randomly put in Kaspa and just have a little spy down, see what we've got going on. And yes, it's going to be a little bit slighted towards Kaspa, obviously, because if you're searching for Kaspa, you're going to find Kaspa enthusiasts who are commenting on Kaspa and making posts on Kaspa. So that's like anything. If you looked at HBAR, you're going to find the same positivity around HBAR and things like that, and that's fair comment. But I just thought we'd have a little look, see what the sentiment is and what's kind of going on, what people are posting. Kaspa Binance again, yeah, people are shouting for Binance. Obviously, that's not going to go away until it happens. Binance, Crypto.com, Coinbase, yeah, it will happen at some point. I don't think it can't happen. I don't think it cannot happen. But the other side of me is thinking, because I feel it's that good, that it's kind of a bit of a killer of other cryptos potentially. So, you know, if you put the very best in there at the beginning, it's almost like everybody else will be thinking, well, what's the point in everybody else, because this is the best. So I think that there might be a situation where Kaspa is being held back from being listed because, yes, it is the best, but maybe there's that reluctance to admit that and open with welcome arms to that fact just right now. But once we get the smart contracts in place and they're working fully functional, then that's only going to prove further that that is the case, that it is the best. So yeah, I'm not worried about anything to do with any of me Kaspa. If anything, I just need to stack some more. But yeah, now's probably a good opportunity actually. So I might have another little look around me finances and see what's going on. Have a look in the wallet. Ask the missus to see what's in the wallet, and then we'll see what we've got. But the likes of this, yeah, you literally just press send there. What was that? 3 seconds. So you send Kaspa from one wallet to the other. We'll watch it again. Send, scan the QR code, scanning the QR code on the other phone to receive, and press and send, confirm now. I think you had to even press his fingerprint on the side, like his button. It's 3 seconds, if that. You sent 100 Kaspa from one wallet to the other. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, I seen the one where there was like a Zoom call or whatever, some video chat with like half a dozen, maybe 8 people on in different parts of the country, and they sent like 5 Kaspa around the world, literally, in a 2-minute video, and they were showing them doing exactly what this guy's just done here, and they were holding their phones up to the camera so you could see, and that's, I don't think it can be underestimated how quick and yeah, fabulous. And this is a different one where you can put messages on. You can send messages via Kaspa and it comes to somebody else. It's crazy, really. The opportunities are endless. Fastest train. What's all this? KP TAS. I've got this, actually. Thank you for reading and sharing this. KAS is the future, decentralized finance, fair launch, no VC nonsense, just pure unstoppable tech built on the game changer Go style protocol. It's what Bitcoin dreamed of being: fast, scalable, secure, and ready for the real world. But it's adoption. That's it. It's just waiting for everybody else to realize what we all know. Which I dare say, if you're watching this video, you're kind of following along. You're obviously aware of what Kaspa is and what it does. So yeah, well done for being early, is what I would say. Kaspa is freedom. Yeah, agreed. Nice Kaspa t-shirt. Oh, here we go. Just accepted Kaspa as payment for the first time. Yes, very good. It's obviously got some sort of business or some company. Feel good bodywork, some sort of gym, personal trainer maybe. Yeah, good, excellent. This is what we need. People adopting Omni. We've got Omni, who I'm following and I've spoke about, doing real world travel packages and discounts and kickback and cashback and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's cool. And what I will say about all these the vast majority of these groups that I've looked at, they're relentless. They have been around for quite a long time, a lot of these, and they're posting all the time. They're interacting with people. They're reposting each other's posts. It's a good supportive community. Great to see. And yeah, there is that saying, isn't there, that what is it? All ships rise in the tide. Is that what it is? Where when everything goes up, everything moves up together. So yeah, it's something like that. I might have made a bull's look at that, but there we go. Yeah, so not massive updates today. Obviously, the disappointment for people who have been waiting for the small contracts, but again, I can see past that. It is what it is. The disappointment may be in the price action. Again, this is crypto. This is what happens. You're up and down, and you're left and right, and you don't know if you're coming or going sometimes. But the main point, from my point of view, is just sticking in there and seeing it through, realizing what the underlying asset is, and then just letting it play out. Again, the boring part of crypto, the waiting game, waiting for everybody to realize what's under their finger, under their thumb, and then it gets the adoption that's needed, and then everybody that was in there first up is the people that are laughing. So yeah, excellent. Going to leave it here, guys. If anyone's got any ideas, want us to talk about anything in particular, want us to cover anything, any particular projects to have a look at that you might have stumbled across that I don't know about, please do shout up, like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. I do feel the itch to add some new projects. I'm kind of on the fence a little bit about doing that right now, and maybe waiting until the small contract bits get sorted out so I don't have to migrate them. But yeah, I'm up for looking into anything if anyone's got any ideas. Okay guys, cheers. I shall see you next week.